Hello guys, Zueljin here. Welcome to my little green screen studio I put together for ZTV. I've had a few requests to do a tutorial on how I did the videos, so I thought I'd show you guys my methods. Alright guys, so the first thing I did is make a giant glowstone box. It doesn't need to be giant, and it really doesn't need to be glowstone, but I choose to use glowstone because it generates light, and it gives a better presentation on the green screen when you change the textures. I did change the texture to green, although you can change it to any color that doesn't argue with your skin. As you can see, I have only brown, black, and white. So anything that is outside of those colors should be fine for me. If you have any red in your skin, you don't want to use a red screen. If you have any green in your skin, no green screen, and so on and so forth. So feel free to use any color that you like that generates a color that clashes with your specific skin color. The next thing we want to do is show you guys how to make the glowstone green or any other color. Now, to convert your glowstone to green or any other color that you like, what you want to do is take the glowstone texture itself and manipulate it. Now, the funny thing about 1.6 is that anytime you try to change the basic default textures, it recognizes that the file is an anomaly and it deletes it. It overwrites it with the correct file. So you can't actually structure your texture pack just through that. What you'll need to do is download a custom resource pack. Any type will do, whether you use Fateful 32 or Fateful 64 like I do, and you'll want to replace the glowstone file. The easiest way to do that, I'll find, is to download Fateful 32. I'll have the link in the description below. Basically, when you open up the Fateful zip, you'll see an assets folder. Double click that, double click Minecraft, double click textures, double click blocks, and you'll find glowstone is right here. Okay, so you want to delete that or just copy it somewhere else so you can replace it later if you like. I just rather use the separate texture pack altogether and call it Fateful 32 glowstone or whatever. Move in your glowstone, your custom glowstone texture, and you can just rename it to glowstone by itself. Now that glowstone's there, if you open up Minecraft with Fateful 32, you can go to Options, Resource Packs, and select Fateful 32. And now you have green glowstone that you can place anywhere. Build your box, your studio, use it as windows, whatever you like. Now when you load up your custom texture pack, your box will look like this. What I usually do is use Camera Studio, but either way will work. You want to put yourself up against the back wall, and if you F5, you'll notice that you're right here. Now the crazy thing with this is there is a little bit of shadowing, so if you move at all to try to get your head movement, you'll actually move the environment around. So that's why I use Camera Studio. I have another tutorial on how to use Camera Studio in green screen format that I'll link in the description below. It's also going to be part of this playlist. Now, to make use of all of this, what you'll need to do is have an editing program like Sony Vegas or Adobe or something of that nature that gives you a Chroma Key option. The Sony Vegas software itself is pretty expensive. I believe Movie Studio is pretty reasonable, but I'm using Sony Vegas 12 here. And what you'll do is select the clip that you want. Like I just recorded a little clip with Camera Studio of myself in my little suit. And what you'll do is you can put any background behind it, whether it's Minecraft world or real camera photos or whatever. I'm going to use the studio that my good friend Mattman put together for me. I'll just change the aspect ratio right quick. And now what I did is I took the end of the clip because they didn't have any cut without the Hypermind clip in it, and that looks good right there. So I took this little section here, and I'll cut this and bring it all the way up front, and I just stretched it, and I copied a bunch of times. Now you can also just take a still image of this. Like what I usually do too is I can select this, and I'll also do a oh, where's the option at? Right here, save snapshot to file. and basically that just gives you a still image of the specific frame that you want. But that's kind of irrelevant. Basically, you just want to get your background to what you'd like. Now, for this specific section, when I click on it, all I see is Zueljin behind the green screen, so it's covering up this. So there's a bunch of different ways you could do this, like cropping or masking, but the green screen method is what usually works best for me. So what I'll do is put in my video effects and select my Chroma Key, and then I'll just put default. And what will happen is you get this menu here. You can take your dropper tool from the color and select the darker part is what I usually find is better. Now what you'll notice is that it kind of clears me out a little bit too, so I'll just have to manipulate the thresholds a little bit until I get the desired effect. And if you get some choppy borders, you can always blur it a little bit. I don't typically blur. I just choose to get the color and the thresholds correct, and it usually does a good job for me. Now I'm going to change the track motion so that I can place Zueljin wherever I like him. And I'm going to place him just in the corner here. And now when you play your clip, hello guys, Zueljin here. So it just shows you doing all the animations that you choose. Now I'll just put a custom voice file on here. What I use is Audacity just to record myself. And you just put your clip and pretend that you're in the place that you want to be. And you just do all the motions that you'd like your character to do. It's relatively simple. Now that the green screen TV. Now that the background is going away.
To do a tutorial on how I did.
See, I can manipulate it just any way that I like. So that's basically how I just did ZTV. I added some custom text here and there, and I stretched it for the format of the track, but it allows you to place your Minecraft skin anywhere in any video, doing anything that you like. So I hope this little tutorial helped you guys. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and feel free to check out the rest of the items in the playlist. I have a bunch of different tutorials on stuff just like this and cool things that you could use to edit your Minecraft videos. So thank y'all so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. Have a good one.